So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. How are you? Man, oh man, oh man. Happy Thursday. Good to have you here today. It's going to be a fun day today. We're going to talk about how to change using the advice, some of the advice from a guy that was Winston Churchill. Think about him as you will. But he has an opinion, but he's still thought of, isn't he? That's because change is sometimes difficult, but there are a couple of steps you're going to be going through, and you might be going through right now to get the change you want in your life. Everybody goes through it. So I'm going to talk about those today and maybe shove you through a couple of them, huh? Help you get what you want, because that's what this is all about. It is the daily boost from motivationtomove.com, the positive boost you need every single day. Life begins when you move. Life gets in the way. So what do? We stand up, we take a step, and we repeat until we get what we want. Now, for you folks who are just showing up because it's January, it's a new year, you're all here, and school, come on in. It's happy to have you. It's always a fun month and a couple of months to have folks come in. You might be wondering, what is this thing about? What is this agenda? Scott's up to something. What does he want from me? Not a whole lot. Gotta want from you what I want from me. I'm the boss of me. I tell myself there's certain things I want in life, and I need to figure out how to get them. And sometimes I don't go after it, so I have to talk myself into it. And you're the same thing. You're the boss of you. You should get what you say you want, and that's the agenda. That's it. This is not Tony Robbins. He does something else. I don't want to be Tony. I love Tony. This is not Brendon Bouchard. I don't have their teeth or their smile. I'm not that tall. I'm not that skinny. I can't do that. I'm Scott. So if you sometimes want to get an idea to figure out what you want to do, if you don't know your purpose, your purpose is to find your purpose. If you don't know your goal is to get a goal. If you like simple Scott logic common sense, and you feel like getting out of bed every single morning, giving it your best shot and getting a little better every single day, it's a cool place. Man, I'm off and running today, aren't I? My name is Scott Smith, founder, chief motivating officer here at motivationtomove.com. A couple of quick things before I begin. It's going to be a good show today. The Facebook page has been very busy. If you like some cool people, you like to talk to me, and you want to tag me, just go to dailyboostpodcast.com/Facebook and just join and tag me, and I will chat with you. It's pretty much the only place I communicate these days. And some folks have said, Scott, you're going to have your Wisdom to Wealthy workshop. We teach people how to kind of do what I do with your own wisdom. And also a challenge coming up, a goal challenge on the way. How can I get notified of that? The easiest way right now is just go to perfectweekplanner.com, get my planner. It's good. You're going to like it anyway. And then you'll be on my list, and I'll send you an email, and we'll know what's happening. Ta-ta-ta. Cool stuff. All right, I need to get going here. Winston Churchill. And some change. Steps for change. There's steps to everything, aren't they? It's kind of the road, the path, the framework, if you will. So popular these days. It's like nobody can do anything without a framework. Give me a framework. Give me a map. Tell me what to do. It's nothing new. The internet's made it more popular now, but essentially we need some steps for change.
This episode is brought to you by Fox One. Watch all 104 matches of the FIFA World Cup live in 4K for just $19.99 a month with 3 days free. Build your own multi-view, choose up to 3 streams, and follow player spotlights. Stay on top of every moment with live stats, highlights, and instant replays. The FIFA World Cup, streaming live on Fox One. Offers are subject to change. See fox.com for complete terms and conditions.
So if you had to change, if you had to create change in your life, when I say change, it's a big, broad, overreaching terms like success. Like, what's success? What's change? I don't like change. Change is scary. It doesn't matter. You're going to have to change. How do you do that? Well, Winston Churchill had a few ideas. Let's talk about that. It's the time of year when people are thinking about change. And also they're kind of getting back to their old ways too, because we've had a couple of tough years, right? 2020 was like wonky. And this year's not going to be any better. We're kind of in a winter time. It's going to get, the economy's not going to be great for the next few years. That's how it is. And you're settling back into your own ways, and that might not be serving you. But you're back in your daily life now, and a lot of folks are confused about, well, how do I make the change? How do I make this journey work for myself? How do I pull all this together? Well, what is that journey? That's the first question to start with. So the journey, one of the quote that came from one of the Iron Man movies was, the journey is to the end, and the end is part of the journey. It's not the destination. It is a journey. You've heard that before. But Winston Churchill said this: to improve is to change, so to be perfect is to have changed often. Now, you don't have to be perfect. Don't use that word exactly for what it is. Please don't do that. A lot of you will. You're like, Scott, you said perfect. I have to be perfect. No, I'm not perfect. I'm perfect in some ways. Ask about 90% of my audience, and they'll tell you, no, he's not. That's okay. I'm cool with that. To improve is to change. So to be perfect is to have changed often. So if you want to be perfect in your life, if you want to get the things that you want, you're going to have to do this continuous, nonstop, every single day, always changing. But it's scary. I know, but it's scarier to lose everything because you didn't change, right? So what are the steps you're going to go through? Every single thing you do, every step you're going to go through, every change, this is what's going to happen. I love talking about this. I talk about it often. I think I talked about 4 months ago at this point because I'm always coaching people with this. Here's first step. Number 1, pre-contemplation. You may intend to take an action, but you're not sure or you're unaware of that behavior. Every time I talk about this, people come back to me and say, tell me more, man. So you're going to contemplate it. You're thinking about it. Well, what are you thinking about right now? What are you kind of kicking around a little bit? Maybe you mentioned it to your wife a little bit. Maybe you've done a little journaling. You've doodled. You got your chalk out and you got out on the sidewalk. Well, I could do this. Here's the mountain I will climb. What are you kind of contemplating? But you haven't done anything yet. I just got off a coaching call. Contemplating a lot. It's time to do. But not yet. Because pre-contemplation is where you're thinking about doing something, but you're not quite there yet. But then there's contemplation. Are you there? You recognize what you want to change. And you kind of start to debate the pros and cons. Should I do it? Should I go forward? Should I go backwards? What should I do? What if I did? What if I didn't? All that stuff starts to happen in the contemplation stages, and that's a tough place to be, isn't it? I spend a lot of time there, by the way. I do. And I'm okay with that because I think we need to think about that. We need to look at how this problem we're trying to solve, because if we're trying to change something, we're likely trying to solve something we don't like today and get something else, right? So we have to think about that, and then we have to kind of debate the pros and cons of our actions to get there. And eventually we're like, okay, this is a cool idea. I think I want to do this. I talk myself into it. Yeah, let's go. Usually after a bottle of wine on a Friday night, talking to your wife late. Just saying. What's next? Preparation. You got to get ready. You intend to take action soon? You might have started a few small steps. Now, you got to be careful because sometimes when you're prepping, you get into fixing to get ready mode. What's that? It doesn't mean really anything. It just means you're having a beer before you have a beer. That's kind of it. That's where the story started. So when you're in preparation mode, you're preparing to get going, but some of y'all never get out of that, do you? You stay in prep mode forever. You got to stop that. Start taking little steps. But still, we understand we're pre-contemplation, we're contemplation, then we're beginning to prep for what we're going to do. Then what happens next? This is where most people start the journey. In my world, the world of people who teach people to go get stuff that they want, they all start with action. You got to take action. Massive action, massive, I say massive imperfect action or massive important action. You got to take action focused towards your goal. You got to take action. And it's not all the self-help people. It's not. It's everybody. We all just come here. We're all close. You're a smart person, right? You're a grown-ass person. You're smart. You know that if you don't do it, it's not going to happen. You know that everything you've ever done in your life is because you got off your butt and you went and did something, right? And sometimes somebody got you off your butt and made you do it. But the good stuff, the stuff that's changed your life and has transformed your life, getting married, meeting the right person, making more money, buying a house, buying the car you want, whatever. That's because you decided to go do something. So you know that taking action is the most important thing you could do. Make a mess, clean it up later. That's cool. Pre-contemplation, contemplation, preparation, action. The process of making specific changes required to create your new life begins. You're doing it. You're getting on it every single day. You're not going to stop because you have faith and you're not going to procrastinate. You're going to keep going. You're a persistent son of a gun, aren't you? Until the weekend, you get another bottle of wine. You're like, oh, damn it. Okay. So what happens after that? You've taken some action. You're rocking. Things are happening. But now you're in maintenance mode because once you start to get some stuff happening, you get in the big mo, right? The big mo, it's happening. Momentum, things are happening kind of automatically now. You better maintain it. You better keep tapping it along. Ball's rolling along, but there's no hill for it to go down. So you got to keep tapping, keep that ball rolling, don't you? You got to sustain your efforts at least for 6 months. You have to. Now, you can debate the 6 months, okay? I'm just saying that. But if you can do it for 6 months, you can probably do it for a year. You can probably do it for a lifetime. But if you can't maintain that motion for but a half a day or a week, well, I'm going on a diet this week. What's for dinner on Thursday? Can we go out Friday night? No, you didn't make it that long. You didn't sustain it for 6 months. I guarantee you, you're on a diet. You sustain it for 6 months, you're going to lose some freaking weight. You are. If not, you're not. That's all. I'm not going to say anything else. What's the final step? Termination. I'll be back. You have zero temptation and are sure you will not return to your old unhealthy habits or thing that you were doing that wasn't making you happy. Done. It's over. In other words, you've accomplished what you wanted. You made it work. But where did it all begin? Well, remember, it was pre-contemplation. It was contemplation. It was preparation. Likely you've done those 3 steps before you found my podcast. Right? Yeah. So you're in action mode. Next, we're going to get you moving, get you to what you want to do, and then we're going to put you in maintenance mode, make sure you keep it. Nobody ever takes it away from you. You never lose it. And finally, you get that termination mode where it's like, you know what? There's no chance it's ever leaving. I got it locked in. This is what I want for the rest of my life. I built it. I'm keeping it. It's mine. Leave it alone. Winston Churchill. For myself, I am an optimist. It does not seem to be much use in being anything else. I'm an optimist, usually after 90 seconds. Oh yeah, sometimes you're going to say something to me, I'm a pessimist for about 90 seconds, but I've trained myself to say, nope, that's it. After 90 seconds, I become an optimist. In truth, I was an optimist before, but stuff happens, right? It just doesn't make sense to be anything but that. All right. Tomorrow we shall do something. I have no idea what it is. I haven't recorded yet. But anyway, would you join me at Facebook? dailyboostpodcast.com/Facebook. If I speak to you, if I resonate with you, if you like my common sense, you like my style, like what I do, it's who I are. And it's not going to change. It's been going this way for 17 years. It's going to keep going. Hang around. You're going to learn something. If not, thanks for stopping by. Have a good life.